Yo, before we get rocking with episode 2 of the Instagram Live Mindset Over Bullshit, you can get a I Completed the Gratitude Journal t-shirt by going to linktree.com/Kendrick Avant. That's linktree.com/Kendrick Avant.
By the way,
That's the way I should have done. And I sat down and let my ass get pumped. I mean, I'm looking around like, you got to be shitting me. Dog, he told me about how he delivers to black folks in Fifth Ward. He keeps talking about, I deliver to African Americans in Fifth Ward. And one of the things that I don't understand is, with your culture, with your people, all these windows are bust out in an apartment complex or in certain areas. I don't want to call them hoods, but all the windows are bust out. And people put up wood. And to me, that's so stupid. Why would you do that? Because now all you do is pay $75 and get a new window. Why would you leave wood up that makes the property value look bad? Now, whenever they crack the window, you don't even hear it. Instead, they can just kind of push the window off. You talking about all this shit, and I'm thinking to myself, motherfucker, because somebody ain't got $75, especially they crack this bitch a couple times, they crack a few windows, anybody got $75 to pay for every damn new window. But all this part of, and now on top of that, so now I'm at the point, I got this group too. I don't even sit in. I've had it since February. I don't sit in. I can't get in it or nothing. They refuse to pick the wheelchair up and take it back and let me get a group 3 because they don't have group 3s. And they say they are not going to return the money to Blue Cross Blue Shield. I'm just stuck with it, and I can try to sell the wheelchair myself. Fuck. And we talked earlier about how much money we're worth every year. The wheelchair I'm supposed to have is like $30,000 almost. The wheelchair that I have right now, they charge $7,000 for it. So since they're a small company, she's not going to return the $7,000 to Blue Cross Blue Shield because $7,000 is a lot of money, and instead your boy is just out. I gotta do a whole appeal. I gotta have all this written stuff.
no, do
I'm going
whatever
through
the
this shit
fuck
right
you
now.
have to do. Do the appeal, write up the shit, contact your insurance and say, yo, this is the wrong shit.
Yeah,
Get your money back.
that's what I'm going through
Get
right
your
now.
money back. Like, listen, stop that.
That's what I'm going through. I'm going through the appeal process right now. It says it's going to take 60 days after I send everything in. I haven't sent everything in yet. I got to have different therapists write about what's wrong with the one that they gave me, what's right about the one I need. I got to have all this shit done.
Dog, do the legwork, whatever you need to do.
Yeah,
Get your shit, your ducks in order, and send that shit the fuck back. This ain't the right shit. I'm falling all over the place. I'm about to sue your ass. How about that?
yeah. What is your worst MS symptom? Mine is I think mine is the bathroom, bro. Going back and forth to the bathroom so much because I can't walk. I'm severely disabled, so even getting back and forth to the restroom is hard. That's what most of my falls and everything that come in is the trying to get back and forth to the toilet. What is your worst MS symptom?
My worst symptom is I can't, run around, walk around the way that instinctually I want to do. And it's coming. I know it's coming because God is good and we about to come up out this chair. But this is how I get around and shit. Where is that? You see it? I don't know if y'all see it. My scooter.
Yo, you know what? That's the one that they gave me.
The scooter?
I got that's the group 2. That's the group 2 wheelchair they brought to me, and I can't get into it. That is it because yo, man, I'm like I told you, Doc, I'm legally blind in this eye now. This eye I see double vision and I have blurry vision. It's in my lungs where I struggle to breathe sometimes. I struggle to swallow food and I choke on shit sometimes. I can't even stand. Like I can't even crawl more than a couple of feet. And they always say, well, don't say the word can't. Fuck that. I gotta be real. I can't crawl more than a few feet. My shit is bad. Like my shit is bad.
But listen, dog, my shit was at that point about a year and a half ago, and one day at a time. First of all, when I got sick, I went to the hospital. I thought it was COVID, but it was again, rhabdomyolysis returned. So I was like, okay. I stayed the 2 weeks in the hospital, hooked up to the IV, and then I went to rehab for 2 weeks.
The Denver Nuggets scared me, bro.
They
Like,
were
I'm not
good.
gonna lie, the
They good.
Nuggets scared me more than the Warriors did. But this boy Jokic and doesn't even jump and doing all the shit he does.
Jokic is
50 points, triple doubles. Oh my gosh.
And they that was God's grace saying, here is the blueprint to your recovery. This is what you have to do. You have to exercise every day. You know, do something. You don't have to go to the gym.
Yeah.
But exercise every day. Do something. Move around and get your body in the right, rhythm. And one day at a time, dog. Now, I mean, dog, I could stand up. I'm doing battle ropes at the gym, standing up. I'm boxing at the gym, standing up. I mean, not perfect.
Nice.
Don't get it twisted. It's not perfect, but it's night and day from where it was last year. So, yes, man, one step at a time, you will see improvement. You know what I mean?
I know I got to. I know I got to because, like I said, I know I was a whole lot better last year without all of these pills, without all these medicines, without all these fusions. I know I was better.
No, take
and
your
I feel like
vitamins.
though,
That's it.
at one point when I first took Ocrevus with a standing walk, I took like 22 steps. It was the furthest I had gone since 2019 in 3 years. I ain't took more than 2 since. And I know all that shit will get better as long as I find the right doctor, get on the right course, do the right things. All this, like, I don't want to spend too much time on it because the shit could sound depressing, but I was just curious, man.
No. It's not depressing at all. It's
the
the
homegirl
fact.
16B just jumped in on the course on the comments down. She said hers is the bladder and the legs too, so she feels both of what we're talking about. The bladder and the legs, and that combination gets ugly as hell. Oh man. Check this out right here then, Doug. The next question I want to ask you today was, where's it at? Okay, here it is. Wait, I can't read what the hell I wrote. What is the last book, movie? Like, what are you streaming? What are you watching? What are you listening to? What's the last thing that you're rocking with? Like music, book, movie, anything?
Well,
TV
books.
show.
Book, first of all, I want to shout out my Tiny Spotted Mind, Diana Leah's book, because that was the last book that I read. And it's a MS young lady that had it what's it called? Same like 16B also had they had what's the kid version of MS. What's it called again? I don't know. But they had it from young.
Childhood, yeah, okay,
Exactly.
from early stage. Pre-MS, some shit like that.
But that book, Diana gets into the journey and just it was more personal, but it felt like you was there reading it because she made it. She brought you into the character, bro. And as a person with MS, I was able to understand what she was saying, you know, and showed the importance of support system. Her mom and her grandma, who you felt like they were your mom and your grandma when you was reading the book because they were nurturing and they was trying to. It was early. It wasn't like all these medicines we're talking about now is out there. So they had to figure it out, and that book to me was such a motivating factor. That young lady in essence alone also contributed to the journey of just trying to get better because she shows on a regular basis. I don't know if anybody follows her, but she shows exercise, just exercise, diet, and stuff like that would encourage people that here's a blueprint. Let me try this and see if this works. And it works, bro. It's natural stuff. It's healing. And that's the last book I read. The last movie I saw was Mario Brothers with my son and my daughter. That was a beautiful thing. I love that movie. That movie brought me back to my childhood, man. They did it well. It was good. So that's two totally different opposite ends of the spectrum. A fun thing with the movie and a real serious, personal for all of us integration of the book of how we can focus our mind on the positive aspect of getting better. Not that, oh man, I'm doomed. I think the next 2 years is gonna get worse. No, for lack of a better word, fuck that. We have to
Yeah.
we have to fight this. Battle this shit. Word up. Word up. We have to battle this shit and overcome this shit, man. Ain't no reason to sit there and cry and cower and well, what about no, fuck that. We gonna make it happen. And these doctors, again, don't listen to them just completely faithfully. You have a brain of your own, a mind of your own. All right, I take some of what he says, some of what that person says, some of what that person says. I integrate it, whatever works best for you. That's how I am battling this disease. Whatever works for me, and and support's important. And that whole depression is, oh man, depression will kill you. But I burn.
That's a whole nother gig. That's a whole nother gig. That's what so to go along first with what you're saying. My son went to the movies and saw Mario Brothers. He came back and talked about how crunk it was and everything else. So I want to check that out. I have begun following Tiny Spotted Mind because I follow you. So I saw you post some stuff about it. I checked it out. Like, oh, this is interesting. The present Instagram. My next point is to go ahead and get the book. The book I am jamming myself is, the last book I read was Overcoming Unwanted Intrusive Thoughts. Like about how you think these fucked up things and how to get over it and get past it and shit like that.
I like that.
And as I was jamming it first, I was thinking to myself, this is better than gratitude journaling. Like what they talk about is, like, say you with the gratitude journal, you're trying to keep the thought from ever coming into your head. You're trying to keep your you're trying to keep yourself too busy to even consider the negative thoughts. And what they were saying is the way to do it is to allow the negative thoughts in, allow in the crazy thoughts, and learn just to understand it's just a passing thought and move on. And the first 30 or 45 minutes of the book, maybe the first hour or so, I'm rocking with it. I'm like, okay, I'm starting to get it. Yeah, I bet. Okay, I see it. And after a while, yo, dog, after about halfway into the book, now I'm actually to the point I'm on the opposite end. Like, oh shit, they all the way wrong. This is not how you deal with this shit at all. Like, cause the examples that they give are so out there. They give examples of they give the examples of how you overcome the intrusive thought of sleeping with your own kids. How you overcome, like how you may be just cutting up a salad one day and you think to yourself, and your daughter may walk past, and as a father, you think to yourself, my daughter looks, oh my gosh, my daughter is fine. I wouldn't mind having sex with her.
What?
Like, whoa, what the hell? That intrusive thought, like that kind of thought. I'm not.
Listen,
where did that come from?
I didn't expect that shit at all.
I was telling my wife, think of examples like that, man. Like okay, maybe I had the thought every once in a while of killing somebody, but just sitting at the table and sit at the table and like your mama walk in and you think about killing your mom, but stab your mom an hour with a fork, and like, whoa, what kind of intrusive thought is that? That kind of shit is fucking me up.
My nigga,
I meant to quit reading that book.
My nigga, I'm gonna leave that book alone. That shit sounds insane, and I didn't expect none of that shit to be what you was going to say. That's some wild shit. What?
Yeah, man. One of the people they were talking about one of the intrusive thoughts is, okay, you may struggle with if you're gay or not. The intrusive thought after that, gay people may think they're straight people may think they're gay. Okay. And they're gonna walk, like you may watch gay porn and try to see if you're gay. Okay. But the intrusive thought example is sleeping with your mama, and how whenever you go to give head to somebody, you think about giving head to your mom instead. And that's
son, honestly,
like,
no. We're good. I'm good. I'm good.
That doesn't hit my head at all. Like, where's this coming from? Man, what kind of class do y'all have? Oh shit, yeah, that book is wild out. That book is wild out, man.
That book is the devil. Leave that shit over there. I want no part of that shit, dog. What the fuck?
And the best thing I've seen on TV recently, I gotta say, the most interesting thing was that it's produced by Donald Glover, and it was Swarm on Amazon about the serial killer. It's a girl serial killer, and she's like killing people who are talking bad about her favorite R&B artist. And it's actually, and we're watching this shit, and it's at some point I'm thinking to myself like, all right, this is enough. Let me go on and stop. Like I think it was 6-7 episodes. And as I'm sure you know, a lot of times a series, they make this series like every episode doesn't have to be an hour. You ain't gotta have 6-7 episodes. Like a lot of this shit, you could be told in an hour, can be told in 30 or 45 minutes with commercials. Y'all stretching this shit out a little bit too far. And I'm starting to think like that about Swarm, and it comes to the end, and you find out that this shit is all based on real life. There actually is, because they have not caught her yet. There actually is a young girl from Houston who has been murking people that talk bad about Beyonce. And of course the movie can't make certain, the movie never says Beyonce's name, never says Jay-Z's name, but it shows the clips and everything. Oh shit, Swarm, man. That shit blew my mind.
Now that's interesting. That what you just said brings us back to something that I could fuck with. But I didn't know that's what it was about. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, Swarm is wild, and it's produced by Donald Glover. And if you watch ATL, you'll see real quick the similarities between how they direct it, how they cut it, how they shoot it. It is so much like ATL. Donald Glover is becoming one of my dudes. Like I like what they are. Donald Glover.
I've been fucking with ATL, and I've been fucking with Donald Glover, bro.
Do you watch Grand Crew on NBC or Peacock? No. Yo, man,
Grand Crew.
It's a show called Grand Crew. Grand Crew is it's a black cast. It's about black best friends who drink wine all the time, and they just talk about life and shit like that. Like it's just, I guess it's kind of like it would be kind of like a black version of maybe Friends. You know what? No, because Friends is better copycat of Living Single. It is Living Single, except mostly dudes, and instead of drinking alcohol or beer, they're drinking wine, which is wine is of course alcohol, but they're drinking. They like go to wine bars and get fucked up on wine. Matter of fact, I watch it so much to where I have switched from beer to now I drink wine on the regular. That's how much I like the show Grand Crew. I drink Grand Crew is nice, man. Like 30-minute episodes. I got it's nice comedy. So
actually sounds like a decent idea. I'm gonna look into copying.
Yeah, Grand Crew is nice, man. 30-minute episodes too, and it's a comedy. So you never got to worry about anybody getting. I watch a bunch of murder shows, a bunch of killer type shit. The documentary stuff where everything is all bad, how awful shit is, and everything else. It's good. It's good to come back to some comedy.
Yeah, you got balance.
And even better when the comedy is about black people doing black shit.
You definitely got to balance it out. And it's tough. Going on, but
you damn sure got to be balanced out. You damn sure got to be balanced out.
I definitely met with a pastor down in your town, Pastor Keon Henderson. That's my dog. I watch him every Sunday, man. Shawnee O'Neal's husband.
Keon Henderson,
yes,
a pastor. Yeah. So I guess it's all, of course, it's all virtual. What's the name of the church?
It's damn. I know that church. That's my church. My bad. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you in a second.
Either way, when it comes to your head, Keon Henderson is the name of the pastor. I got that.
Yes. And
how about this then?
What up?
To get ready to close this out.
All right.
Give me your story of gratitude. Not what you're grateful for. You gotta tell me the whole story of why you are grateful. Like what it got your mind off of, maybe how it made stretching better. Give me your story of gratitude.
But first and foremost, I always got to give praise and thanks to the Most High above, who is in total control of this situation. And I give thanks to God first and foremost. And then, I give thanks to my family, my daughters, my son, the love and the support that I feel from them on this journey towards healing and just getting back to what the journey is supposed to be about and what my mission is, what God has set for me to do. And, there's a lot of other MSs and people that I want to shout out. I'm going to keep it, I'm just, don't say no names, but they know who they are. And I love and respect all of them. And the vibes is there. And I'm grateful for them. And I'm grateful for all of just the energy, man. It's a different energy I'm feeling. I feel like I'm here for a purpose, and I want to help other people that don't have the energy right now get that energy, because we ain't dead. This ain't a death sentence. There's hope. There's support for MS patients, warriors, and other patients and warriors, other autoimmune diseases, and people that are like just out there. But I'm grateful for just that energy that I'm feeling right now, dog. I feel like I can help you. Even though I can't even walk yet. I can't run yet. But that's yet. Because I'm thanking God in advance. I praise him in advance because he is healing me. And he's going to heal y'all. And he's going to help me show y'all. And y'all going to help show some other people. This is one, each one teach one. Back to my tiny spot of mind. That young lady, man, God bless her. God bless her, because she's definitely motivating me and motivating a lot of other people with the same condition. And we can't give up, man. I look at what you're doing, 1-6B is doing. I mean, when we all were together, we had that podcast, but just getting it out there, getting the word out there. People need to support each other and encourage each other, and just give thanks, man. Give thanks to the Most High and be grateful and have gratitude towards the important aspects in your life that will support the journey and the mission of recovery, wellness, all of that, man. I can go on and on for days. I'm a zip it though. But for real, man, we gotta be there for each other. We gotta teach each other. Reach one.
Yeah,
Each
you
one
damn
teach
sure right
one.
about that. We damn sure gotta grow to each other, teach each
Yeah,
other.
man.
That's one of the reasons I want this podcast to be about. I've always wanted the podcast to be more than multiple sclerosis, more than just something about medicines. I've wanted something that could be about my journey. And if I share my journey, what I go through, talk to anybody else who's going through this shit,
Yes.
and just share it that way, I want that to be the way that I help others.
I'm going to be honest with you. I hate this place, this zoo, this prison, this reality.
Others.
I like it. I like that.
Yeah,
That's exactly how you go
to
about
go
it.
along with that, I was talking with my story of gratitude is I was talking to my physical therapist yesterday. My physical therapist kept saying, "Hey, bro, I don't mean to say you can't do it." Like he would say, "I don't mean to say that you cannot be a speaker. I don't mean to say that you can't be a coach. It's just that, let's be real, the world is saturated with speakers, with coaches. How do you make yourself different? Like, how are you going to, if you can't go to the people and talk to the people because you're disabled, and I know you truly are because I'm your physical therapist, I'm not saying you can't do it, but how do you do it?
And then you answer him and tell him there's a built-in market that's waiting for somebody that can speak to them. There's a built-in.
See, and what I was trying to tell him was, I said, well, look, man, all I'm focused on is talking to people in assisted living facilities, people in hospice centers, people who are disabled like me. I'm not trying to coach regular people such as you. We're talking about that for a little while.
Okay.
And at the end of that talk, he wasn't trying to bash me, but I damn sure felt bashed. And then this morning, my wife is talking to me about shit, and she's like, and that's my story. And that's my story of gratitude. My wife was telling me, like, no, the problem is you keep trying to be a coach, you keep trying to be a speaker, you keep trying to be a podcast host, you keep trying to do all these different things. I thought you just wanted to be you, and sharing your story would help people. I said, that is it, but I can't make any money doing that shit. She said, that's where I think you keep fucking up at. You keep trying to be a speaker, be a coach, be a host, do this, sell shirts, do that. And remember, this is just supposed to be about you being yourself, going through this shit, going through this. I mean, the blindness is now starting to hit you. And like everything has started, the shit is obviously worse. Like, I thought it was just supposed to be about you sharing your story. And as people watch it, they come to it, they're rocking with you. You'll grow something from that. But you keep stopping being you to try to be a coach, to try to be a host, to try to be this, to try to be that. That was the realest talk I have had or heard in a long. She put that shit in just the right way, because that's absolutely what I think I've been fucking up, is that I'm trying too hard to be and do other shit. Like I keep trying to be what I think is a version of this, because I want to make money. And with the money, I ain't got to do everything else, and I got to slow my ass down and
But
just
dog,
be
I mean,
me.
I hope we can agree to disagree, because I think you're doing exactly what you should be doing. The money's gonna come. Somebody's gonna say, "Yo, this guy is valuable," and the money's gonna come. You don't have fun, that. Hey man, I'm outside, so yeah. But yeah, the money's gonna come. You don't have to go
Yeah.
insane looking for the money and doing different things, breaking everything. It's gonna come, dog. But keep doing what you're doing. You're not over. Do you feel like you're overextending yourself?
It's not even about overextending myself. I just know that I do know that I think about this shit all the, like, I keep trying to switch up what I'm like. One week I'm promoting my books, and I'm saying I'm an author. The next week I'm promoting and doing a bunch of writing about how I can be a speaker that goes to schools. The next month I'm speaking and I'm doing a bunch of videos, and I'm talking about how I can be a coach for people that have disabilities. Then I'm coming back and I want to be a wellness person that tells you, hey, I've gone without health care, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I don't ever just tell
a
my
lot
shit.
of those things though have common factors in them. So I would, sit down and formulate a plan, which things connect that I can work with for now, and just focus that. All right, let's do this part one. For the next 6 months, I'm focused on this. And then after that, for the next 6 months, I'll do the next one. But you're going to accomplish all that. It's all great ideas. Just pace yourself. That's all. They're great ideas. Don't be hard on yourself and shoot. Nah, those are good ideas, bro. And you can do all of that. Just pace yourself and dog, that's it, man. That's all you got to do. All of that shit sounds amazing. All of that. And there's such a market for that. We need that. But just formulate it, strategize, write down your plan. You know what I mean? And you write a lot. And you got journals, your gratitude. Write down your plan, your business plan, and focus and strategize. Give yourself 1 year, 2 years. You know what I'm saying? You got this, bro. You got this. It's not a bad plan. It's just to be more organized. That's it. You got it, though. You have it.
Yeah.
You see it.
I like that. We want to be more. I got to be more organized.
So you got it, though. But the vision is there. It's just like, it's a lot of shit. So then all right, good. Write it all down. Formulate it. See what is good. What works with which plan. And I'm focusing on that right now. And then the next two things, I'm gonna focus on y'all in a few months. But yeah, you got great ideas, amazing ideas, and necessary for people that need it. We need all of that. And we need you on top of your game, bro. Man, listen, man. Well, the minute we connected and we started doing the podcast, I know. I see what you got going, man. I see it. And I know what you have to offer. You have to remember that. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot to offer, and people need it.
Well, you filling up my bucket.
Man, people need it. I'm not just fucking trying to gas. It's the fact. You know, and you know it's true because you've been on it. Before I met you, it was your IG thing, and I was like, yo, this dude is on it. He's on it, and that's it. And then when we connected, it was like, oh shit, like mons. Come on, bro. There's a lot of us out there that need direction, and we need people like you doing that work, and you doing it. So there's, you got it. That's it.
Here we go. Wow.
That's it.
Yo, I appreciate that, King. I appreciate that 1,000 thanks to that. You have. Well, yeah,
I'm not playing around.
I needed that.
I'm not playing around. That. This is real sick. For real.
I needed that.
Man.
We can get ready to close this thing on out. 1,000 thank yous, King Kerry, for joining me for this IG Live. To everybody who joined us, because at one point we had like 6 people rocking with us, dog.
Oh,
6 people rocking with us, talking about multiple sclerosis, sports, and how to keep going.
I'm sure people been in and out, and they've seen it. But follow this man, because he has a lot to offer, and he's always producing. He's doing the work. So you know what I mean. Just be out there, man. Keep doing what you're doing, King. We need that. We need that.
Big love, man.
Big love, family.
Big love, bro.
Big love, salute. And we got this, man. We got this. Watch.
Got this.
Man,
we are out. This is Kendrick. You have heard from the guest Kerry today.
Amen.
Spice Man KMD. You can follow him, find him on Instagram. And 1,000 thank yous to everybody who has joined us. I'm going to see you all next time on the IG Live discussion. Remember, you can always jump in with us.
Word, and hang
1,000 thanks to everybody.
Hang in there, community.
Out.
We got this, bro. We got this. Ain't no giving up. We got this, family.
This has been a new episode of Mindset Over Bullshit, hosted by Kendrick Avant. You can follow him on Instagram, but the actual podcast comes on YouTube, comes on Spotify, comes on Google, on Apple, on all your major platforms.